Hello, everybody.
Yo, welcome back.
Welcome back to the Anime Mystics Podcast, episode 15.
Yeesh.
I'm Roman.
I am Steven Sanosukesama.
And this is going to be possibly a relatively short episode.
Yeah.
We basically just got anime again.
Yeah.
Not too much on the video game front.
Yeah.
I know I saw the Final Fantasy VII remake trailer.
Yes.
But I think that was about it.
Yeah. In regards to Tokyo Game Show on a whole, I didn't really see a whole lot that's like leaping out at me. It was like, saw the Final Fantasy VII trailer. I saw what's going to be the opening sequence for Persona 5 Royale.
Okay.
And was it another way of the Samurai, which is cool? Was it the Yakuza that's going to be like a turn-based game?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't really see anything else, or at least I didn't see anything on social media.
Well, usually if there's something, it's going to be on like Facebook or Twitter.
Right, like all the meme pages will just take it and blow it up, and they'll be losing their minds. But the biggest I saw was Tifa doing chin-ups.
That, yeah.
Which
and
is perfectly great, fine with me.
And the Bruce Lee step, which is about to punch.
Oh, yes.
But that's it. That was it, just Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I guess they stole the show, more or less.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wait another day for video games.
Yeah.
You are going to talk about one game, but that shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, no, because I haven't finished it, and I'm delaying playing it. But I did pick up River City Girls, so we'll touch on that later, and hopefully that kind of spurs anyone else to check it out as well, and hopefully it drives sales that they make a sequel, because I'd be down to play it again.
Yeah.
So, but
I haven't played it. Like, I only heard about it because you posted it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
And I don't have anything for Bang Dream. They got a new band story for Afterglow that I'm still playing through, so it's like 15 chapters instead of the normal 7.
After you bring me the Ron Chan Nesselberry, huh?
Yeah.
How funny.
I know.
All right.
So I got to go through and unlock all the story.
Okay.
And then go through that, see what they're going through.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be the same as like Poppin' Party or Rosalia, because they were pretty much the same. Hopefully Afterglow is a little different.
Okay. All right.
Seems like it from what I've like read a little bit, but we'll see how it turns out.
Okay.
The rest of the story.
Okay.
But that'll probably be next episode.
Sounds good.
Not this time.
Yeah, sounds good.
But yeah, we pretty much got all the same anime as last time.
Yep.
Seeing as how I have put Fire Force on hold, we had to take that off because, just one person kind of going on about it. Especially since I'm going to watch it again in January.
Okay.
It's like I don't want to get spoiled.
Oh, as I'm posting spoilers on Facebook. And I'm just like, oh, look, it's Aoyuki. Aoyuki is like the best character on there. Tamaki is like the best character on there. I'm sorry. I know you're about that ogre life, but I love Tamaki.
Mm-hmm.
She's such a klutz. It's adorable. And Vinland Saga, huh? Did you ditching that one too?
That's on hold for now.
Okay.
Oh, that's the one that's going to be extending in the next season.
Yep.
Because that's 24 or 26 episodes, something like that.
And they delayed it too, because there was the typhoon, so they didn't air 2 weeks ago. So
really?
Yeah, they aired one. So we're recording this today on Monday. They aired it yesterday, Sunday, but the week before last week they didn't air it because they said the typhoon. There was a typhoon in the area, so they didn't air it.
Okay.
So yeah.
The only thing I like about putting them on hold and then picking them up later is that I can watch as many episodes of it as I want.
True.
The day I start watching it.
True.
I can be like, I'm going to watch 3 episodes today.
Run through it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that when we get there and you're all caught up, we'll have that conversation.
Yeah.
So that'll be fine.
We'll talk about them then.
Do you know if Fire Force is going to continue?
I think it's just 12 episodes, but let me take a look. Oh yeah, I could just use the laptop.
Yeah, you can use use Googs. The PC Googs.
Alright. Just say Fire Force. It's all caps, because I'm an old man.
It's like yelling, "Fire!"
Oh yeah, it is 24 episodes. So that's going to be continuing in
Okay,
season 2.
that's what I thought. Because I'm like, they're kind of building up now in their very Shonen Jump-esque way. You know, we're introducing the villains and who potentially is at least going to be the villain for this arc and all that. And even I was kind of thinking it's a little premature to just drop it. Not that it hasn't been done before. You know, it's all like, oh, we just revealed the villain. Wait until March.
And then
Get fucked. Yeah. So I wouldn't put it past them, but it just didn't seem like that was what they were going to do with this. So, but right on.
All right, so those two are going to be continuing in the next season. And I guess I have less than 24 episodes to watch, because I did watch about 5 or 6 episodes of Fire Force.
Oh.
But I only watched the first 3 episodes of Vinland Saga, so I fell way behind on that one.
And it's pretty solid, I gotta admit. You know, I never really was super interested in Vikings in general, but this anime has really caught my eyes. It's like, how do you make me notice you? Just make it weeb.
Yeah.
Then I'll check it out.
Let's do that.
There you go.
Next we'll have an anime about Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, don't you tell me with Bigfoot waifu?
There'll be
Bigfoot-chan?
Be hit with a Japanizing beam.
Whoa, damn.
Maybe Bigfoot-chan.
Bigfoot-chan, don't you tell me with the good time. Oh, man, you know I'd watch that shit.
Maybe
I'd be on Pixiv every day, just be on Twitter looking for all the fan arts.
It'd be like Kimono Friends, only with cryptids.
Oh! And then all her friends start showing up like Loch Ness and the Monster.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to call her Locky? Locky-chan?
Locky-chan.
I'm sorry, Rocky-chan. We went way off base, didn't we? This is just the intro, goddamn. Oh, man, alright.
Get on it, Japan.
Just give him $1 million idea. That's gonna be a fucking mobile game. Watch. Oh my god. Well, that was actually the thing about Tokyo Game Show. Or should we talk about Tokyo Game Show later?
I mean, if you just remember some
stuff. Well, because that's the thing. I think that we didn't see a lot of console and PC games because there was like a fuck ton of mobile games. Like, I don't know if you saw was it like all of the CEO for Azure Lane was there, the CEO of Girls Frontline was there. I don't know if the picture was current or not, but I saw that in the same meme, at least, they put a picture of like Nasu. From what I'm understanding, I could be wrong, but they at least had the Azure Lane CEO there.
And she's the one in the sailor uniform?
Yeah, she's Chinese, and she was there promoting Azure Lane and all that. They also are now going to make was it Asamin to I can never pronounce it. The Arrows. They're going to make a mobile game out of it, and they are going to. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be lewd, but it's not going to be hentai. And by Lilith Soft, I know Lilith Soft makes it. So, and what's funny about it is that obviously everyone knows Taimanin, so because of the hentai games, because of the H dojins and even the hentai, but. They said that they want to adopt Fate's model and ditch the hentai, so no H scenes, because they want to appeal to a broader audience. And remember, that's what Fate did, because obviously the H novel came out, you know, the visual novel came out, and Nasu and Takeuchi at the time, they put the H in it because they didn't think the game was strong enough, like story-wise and what it offered, to stand on its own.
That's what they do with movies too. So
yeah, they just throw in sex scenes and they're just like, okay, now it's good. But when they were like, they did the anime and removed all the sex scenes, and now it's a fucking franchise. It's a global franchise. So that's what Taimanin, or I didn't even know how to pronounce it, is going to do now. They're going to chase after Fate's model, ditch the hentai, and then just put like a bunch of ninja chicks in latex fighting monsters, and they're going to just try to just capture some of that lightning in a bottle. And I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, I'm down to play it. I like the designs. You know, Lilith Soft is kind of a weird style to their artwork, but I think I've just grown numb to it, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. I've trying to think. I've never seen the hentai. I've seen caps because it's one of those things that gets shared along social media a lot. The visual novels and the H games, but I've never seen them end to end, so I can't tell you what happens. But I think it has pretty much a fetish for everybody. That's for sure. For what I've heard and seen, there's a little bit of something for everybody. And the fact that they came and kicked out the booth girls.
Oh, I heard about that.
I couldn't believe, because that was reported by Sankaku Complex. They put an article about that, and they kicked them out. And I was like, why? They're not doing anything. They're just having a good time, and they're dancing and all that. I'm like, man, it's like you guys don't know what they're all about with timing and whatever it's all about.
You know what you signed up for. When
yeah.
This,
and they're trying to go straight, man. They're trying to go legit, and you guys are like, no, get out of here.
Maybe they're upset because they're taking out the H stuff.
You know, I'll bet you it was probably Square Enix. They're like, those girls are distracting from Tifa. Get rid of them. Oh man, can't be scared of those mobile games, you know. Oh man, and even then, I was kind of talking with some homies about that because we were all talking about how many parts Final Fantasy VII is going to end up being, and I believe it's supposed to be a trilogy. I think this is going to be a trilogy, but
okay.
How they're going to condense all of that, and they want to make Midgar as a 30, 40, 50-hour standalone game, and that's only like barely the first section of the first disc, and they want to extend that. I don't know. Unless you're cutting out whole chunks of game or condensing it, that's going to be pretty impressive. But yeah, we were just kind of trying to figure out how many parts they want to make 7. And on top of that, I was like, well, they definitely going to get this out in March because the PS4 is going to close up shop and transition to PS5. So this is pretty much like the last hurrah for Square on the PS4. So that's kind of why they're going to dump it out. And I'm pretty sure they're going to do like a HD remake for PS5. And they'll probably have like all the DLC and all of that when that comes out. But they want to get this out before the PS4 stops going into production. So I think that's the other reason too, why they're finally cranking it out, getting it out there so that they can move on and start making the rest of the games for PS5 tech. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, other than that kind of like backstage drama with the Taimanin and them trying to go legit, I think, yeah, that's all I really got for Tokyo Game Show. So,
right. Yeah, I remember seeing some stuff about that. I think you were posting it.
Yeah, I didn't post the Senkaku Complex article because it's Senkaku Complex and they actually have, like, porn ads. So yeah, it's kind of, yeah, you can't really open it at your desk at the office, so that's why I didn't share it. But I did definitely contemplated sharing it because I think that's funny. And I think it's also kind of interesting how people noticed Fate and Type Moon and all of that. And it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how they change the world, essentially. And they're building a game studio of their own. And they brought in a dude from Square Enix, ironically enough. And he also previously worked on Fate Extra. So Type Moon making their own in-house game studio. That should be kind of fun. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get Fate Extra CCC HD on one disc for PS4.
That'd be cool.
That would absolutely be bonkers. Because then I could play CCC without some like patch or YouTube playthrough or whatnot. But yeah, we'll report on that as more news develops. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. Was that everything?
Yeah.
So,
you want to talk anime now?
Yeah, let's do the anime.
Let's talk about some anime. Let's talk about Tejina-senpai, your favorite Futanari show.
Yes. From we just realized that from the beach episode.
From the beach episode, she was a futa the whole time.
Yeah. But you know what they say.
What do they say?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was hoping you would tell me.
Well, apparently they said that with Astolfo and Hideki from Blendest that the woohoo only makes it better. I've been able to not find a citation for that, so I can't comment any further. But I can tell you that in this last episode, it was kind of creepy with Saki and her brother. She was sniffing dude's garbage, and it looked like wads of stuff. And I'm just like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
What is going on? And I was like, oh, these characters are pretty...
Wholesome.
Never mind.
They're wholesome.
No. I made a mistake. Mistakes were made.
The brother's like done with her crap though. Like constantly like, get out.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Yeah, but then the brother went all mentalist. It's like, oh my god.
He thinks he's a mentalist. God.
And it's all like, I watch a lot of Law and Order too, man, but I don't think I'm a detective in any way, shape, or form.
Well, he read a book.
Yeah.
Because we were following Senpai around. Because they thought she had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And assistants all like, nah, it's not possible. She ain't got a boyfriend.
Such a hater.
Meanwhile, the entire time, he seems to be like getting more like
Jealous
that she might actually have a boyfriend. Despite everything he says, he cares.
Yeah, he does. He wants some of the magic, man.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Lucky Charms. So,
Lucky Charms.
but anyways, but yeah, it was it's interesting. And then what was with the balls? So you can't hold the balls in your palm, but you can hold them in the shower. What? Oh, and then when her palm was so sweaty. Oh, that was oh god. Oh, that was nasty. How do you get your palm so sweaty that it makes a string of sweat? Oh.
You gotta be nervous.
Oh no. Oh.
It's not that bad. It's just wet.
So you're saying you would still date someone like that? Knowing they have that kind of a medical condition? Sweaty palm syndrome.
I mean, I sweat for just about everything, so...
You're such an apologist. You're a sweaty palms apologist.
I mean, I have sweaty palms.
Arm spaghetti?
Yeah. Sweaty palms. I am definitely what you would call a wet back, because my back gets wet all the time.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going completely in a different direction. I was like, we're not that kind of a podcast.
My back sweats all the time.
Because of the nature of your job.
Yeah, that and just walking around.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll just be walking around and it just sweat. Like, it doesn't even have to be, like, strenuous work.
Alrighty then. And maybe you and Tejina-senpai will get along after all. You have a lot in common.
We do.
Oh, man. I swear, though, if you go and you take that shirt off and there's, like, this string of sweat, though, I'm done with you, man. Oh, I'm done with you.
When it gets really hot, then you could talk. But right now, I'm fine. There's no sweat right now.
Oh, God.
When I'm at home, God, sometimes my back sticks to my chair.
You know what, also, Assistant Kun, too, because he's all, again, he was so possessive and jealous. He's like, oh, she doesn't have a boyfriend. What? She has a boyfriend? But then when he got the magic doll, the first thing he does is flip the skirt.
Oh, they're white.
Oh, they're white. What a son of a bitch.
I mean, isn't that the first thing anybody does?
I've heard and seen that. That's like when games have like model viewers, and the first thing everyone does is they want to just do upskirts. And it was like, it's so funny because in Smash Brothers they actually removed that function for Peach.
Oh, did they?
You actually can't rotate Peach to get an upskirt. Only Peach. Every other character you can rotate completely and look like right through the crotch. But for Princess Peach's model, go check it out. You don't need to listen. You don't need to trust me. Go check it out for yourself. They won't let you do upskirts on Peach.
Wow, they got to keep her
wholesome and pure. Huh? Yeah, it's Nintendo, man. Always family friendly.
Either that, or they're trying to hide something.
We already have one fruit, man. Only one Futanari per podcast. Okay.
Okay.
Oh man, but otherwise, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Pretty straightforward episode, I feel. It was more shenanigans, and turns out it wasn't the boyfriend at all. It was actually her brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And they were shopping for the sister.
Yeah, looking for lingerie and stuff. Maybe get a medium.
Actually, that was kind of weird, too. It's like, why would you ask the little sister what the big sister wears for lingerie?
I know, right?
That's a
little creepy.
Yeah.
I guess he figured she would know.
Yeah, I would think the husband would know.
Well, maybe they haven't actually done anything.
Okay. Sounds about right for this family. Oh, man.
Meanwhile, that brother was like, oh, he's a serial killer.
Yeah. First we're going to do an AV, and then I'm going to murder her. It's like, what the fuck? Then it wouldn't be an AV, because then how could they sell that? And you're like, hey, isn't that murder victim? on the 18-plus store shelves of Akihabara.
Actually, that might get more sales because they'd be like, I wonder what she was like before she died.
Oh my god. Sweaty, that's what she was like before she was dead. Before she was violently murdered in a van. She was sweaty. Palm sweaty. Oh god.
Plus, she only gets sweaty when she gets her stage fright, so it's fine.
But she always has her stage fright.
No, when she's alone.
Okay.
But yeah, sweaty hands.
That's the theme of this podcast, sweaty palms.
Sweaty palms. Man, yeah. But it was a good episode.
It was.
And we got the final episode this Tuesday, which should be tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay.
Along with Sonen Deska. That's going to be the final episode for that one, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, let's unless you have any closing thoughts on Tejina-senpai, let's just move right into Are You Lost?
I'd still date her. That's my final thoughts.
Moving right along, Are You Lost? So they found Shion.
Yes, they did. Took all episode, but they got her.
So, I have no doubt that these girls are adorable and badass. Alright?
Well, 3 out of the 4.
Shion is fine. Shion.
She's getting there.
Yeah, Shion is there for moral support.
But I wouldn't say she's badass right now.
So,
give her another couple, like a month or so, and then she'll be there.
Homare can pole vault with like 2 feet of running distance. I was just kind of like, what? She's all like, oh, I need to elevate myself so I can get a better view of everything, and she pole vaults on a raft in the middle of the ocean with like maybe 2 feet, being generous, 2 feet of distance. I was like,
yeah,
this chick is badass. You know, it's like there's nothing this chick can't do. You know, and I'm like, can you imagine trying to run on a raft in the middle of the... Because it's water. It's always shifting. And she just runs, and she runs hard enough to pole vault. Wow.
High enough to see the island that she was on.
Yeah. I'm at a loss for words. I saw that, and I was like, there's just nothing this chick can't do. It's all like, all right.
Well, she couldn't keep an eye on her friend.
Yeah, but she's kind of a ditz.
That's true.
After I just said, hey, give her a break. But at the same time, she's kind of a ditz.
Kinda. I mean...
But I like
just give her a little more time on the island. She'll get there.
Well, she has one more episode.
Yeah. I'm still pretty positive they're not going to get off the island by next episode.
Do you think they're going to continue the show?
I don't think they'll continue, but I don't think they'll get off the island. It's hard to tell with a show like this.
Yeah, it's again, like we said last show, it's like, I can't believe no one's watching this. So, and it's like, honestly, I think that it actually has really good animation.
Yeah.
I really like the character models and all of that. I don't know. Maybe it's because they put a little bit more effort into it because it's only like 10 minutes long per episode, but I don't know. I just feel that people aren't really giving it a chance, and it really deserves a chance. It's really, really good.
And you're learning.
Yes.
You're learning how to survive.
That's actually something I wanted to bring up, too. It's like, I wonder if these things actually are effective, or if, like, Bear Grylls has ever said any of these things that they're doing. You know, like, you know, when you find a beehive in the middle of a log, you should definitely reach your arm in there and take all the honey. Like, fuck those bees, take their honey. You know?
They did say to smoke them out first.
Yeah, totally.
Kind of calm them down.
Totally, yeah.
I mean, she still got stung a couple times.
Right.
It would not have been it wasn't as nearly as bad as it would have been if she wouldn't have used the smoke.
Correct. Yeah. I know about, because it's like a beekeeper technique is to smoke them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they steal their honey.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for the hard work. Now I'm taking this. It's mine now. I'm gonna go eat this.
By the way, I'll be back in a couple of months for some more.
Yeah. Back to work, slaves. So yeah, it wasn't just I'm gonna reach my hand in there. We're gonna smoke them out first.
Yeah. So that was kind of a good technique, ground in reality. Mm-hmm. So that was next level beekeeper shit.
Pretty positive. Most of this stuff can be used. I don't know about all of it, but I think maybe 80% of it can definitely be used if you're stranded. I think. Because I've watched shows like this before, and I'm pretty sure they've mentioned most of this stuff.
Okay. So I agree that first thing you got to do is get a knife.
Yeah. Knife is very handy. Despite the fact that they were kind of picking on her a bit for always wanting a knife. You gotta have one.
Yeah, Homare was right.
It's a very useful tool. You can use it for just cutting things.
Yeah.
But
cutting, stabbing, chopping, yeah.
Shanking. Killing animals.
Oh, yeah. They ate a lot of fish.
For fun and food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mostly for food, though.
Yeah. Raft building.
Yeah, raft building.
And then your friend gets on one and floats out into the middle of the ocean.
Because she's not paying attention. Just looking at the bottle. Oh, I can get that fish. No, okay. No. And it just keeps going.
See, to be fair, though, that's your fault, though, because you were the one calling her useless, and then she tries to be useful, and then she ends up drifting away. So really, you brought this on. It's your fault.
Well, she didn't help her cause. I mean, she got lost in the middle of the ocean.
Jeez.
It was just lucky she found that island, even though it was all rock. No food or water on it.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder if there are other islands nearby that might have people.
Right. Yeah. Which I think might be the hint that they're getting to, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, we only have one more episode to find out.
Yeah.
But I was talking about that in my reaction. Like, okay, so there's one island that doesn't have anything, but are there like more other, like islands nearby that may be inhabited by people? Because, I mean, that island was inhabited by at least one person, because they had that shack, that building where she found her knife.
And a dock.
And a dock and a hot spring.
Yeah.
So there had to have been somebody living there. Don't know if they're dead. I didn't see any skeletons. Maybe they drowned.
Yeah, for reals.
But there's got to be more islands around there.
Be fun.
Mm-hmm. She can pole vault and look.
You just pole vault. Don't even need like 2 feet of running. You can make it.
On a slippery
raft in the middle of the ocean.
Raft.
Oh, man. I like it. I like this show. For all my nitpicking, I like it.
I do too. It's good. And I do want a second season if they do end up making one. Like, if they don't get off the island, I do want them to make a second season.
I also want an OVA with Homare's dad.
That'd be fun too. Like, a whole thing of just them on, like a stranded expedition.
Eating, what is it, deer's balls?
Yeah, or just balls in general.
Jeez.
Rabbit balls. Deer balls. Whatever they could find.
Show's great. Go watch it. If you're not watching it already, go watch it. You'll learn a thing or two, and it's Moe girls doing Moe things. I mean, come on. It's a formula that works, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and they also hit all the archetypes, too, when you think about it. The athletic tomboy, the nerdy one, the rich, spoiled one, and then the survival expert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a very small niche, but...
You got all your bases covered.
We got it. That's pretty much it, though.
Yeah, it's in and done. So I guess that's also going to be tomorrow too, huh? The next episode.
Yeah, the next episode.
All right. Well, then we'll wrap it up next podcast. We'll end. Are You Lost?
And Tejina-senpai.
And Tejina-senpai. The end of an era.
Gonna miss Tejina-senpai.
I'm gonna miss Are You Lost? Personally, but Tejina-senpai too. Tejina-senpai has its moments.
Miss those sweaty palms.
Let's talk about Dumbbell.
Talking about sweaty palms.
Yes. So now we've entered Christmas and New Year's.
Christmas and New Year's. So Christmas episode. The girls wanted boyfriends.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm actually kind of surprised they don't have boyfriends. They're all attractive.
Well,
they're just kind of...
They're definitely nervous. They don't have social skills because they all got anxiety. Well,
except for the teacher. I mean, she got in her costume and she was ready to go.
From that video game, Dead or Dead. I'm sorry I laughed at that. It's almost as great as Barnold. And Jason.
Mr. Skatham.
Yeah. No relation. Okay. All right.
So yeah, they were having a Christmas party at the gym, and I guess there was some kind of
raffle.
But why were they in costume? There was some reason why they were in costume.
If you wore cosplay to the Christmas party, you got a free training session.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So all the girls showed up in costume.
Yes.
But most of them were in, appropriate Christmas cosplay.
Yes.
Like a reindeer, Santa, an elf. The teacher was the one that came in a dominatrix outfit with a whip.
And I'm gonna be real with you. I honestly tried to figure out which DOA girl she was. I was like, is she supposed to be Tina? But Lei Fang actually wears all leather like that. So I'm trying to honestly figure out which dead or alive girl. Dead or dead. Oh man. Actually, for Dead or Alive 6, they did announce Momiji, so that's pretty exciting. But for Dead or Dead, I don't know who's the next character.
I just saw that and I was like, leave it to the teacher.
Teacher's great.
Why she's best girl.
She is the best girl. Absolutely. The teacher's the best character in this show. I'm sorry. So, all you Hibiki boys come at me, but the teacher's the best character, man.
Yeah. Hibiki's great too, but the teacher takes it.
The teacher's the best. Leaps and bounds the best. I think Boxer-chan is second, Ayaka, but like a distant second. Like, no, she's nowhere near teacher. Sensei is just the best. But yeah.
Surprised you're not doing what you did with We Never Learn and saying teachers off the limits.
No. So, that's a good point. That's fair. I'll take Roman's critique there. But I will explain it by saying it's not as distant as the others, because when they get to the gym, it's like all equal footing. Mm-hmm. See, but in or We Never Learn, which is also coming back.
Yeah, that's coming
next
back
month. Kirisu Sensei was always like, above the girls. Like, she never associated with the girls. She wasn't really ever hanging out with the girls. She always kept it teacher-student. But in Dumbbell, Sensei is right there. Sensei's in the thick of it. For fuck's sake, man. She did all those idol shows with them. So, for me, that brings her on their level. Like, there isn't the teacher-student relationship. Even when they were on the hiking, and it really was, Sensei being a sensei, they still got lost and did shenanigans together.
Yeah.
So, that's my logic in saying, okay, teacher is in play when it comes to Dumbbell. Teacher not in play when it comes to We Never Learn, because, again, she's not at that level, And because, again, for instance, in We Never Learn, teacher can drive. So we got that whole segment of her going initial D and shit. The other girls can't do that, so that's an advantage for the teacher. We got a whole segment of her being goofy and silly and moe, but the other girls don't have access to that. So that's kind of my logic.
Well, I mean, the other girls can be moe whenever they want.
Right, but they can't get a driving scene.
That's true.
So when it comes to Dumbbell, though, they're all in the same event. They're all in the same boat. They're all at the idol show, or they're all at the Christmas party. They're all at not Disneyland. That's what I'm saying.
Disneyland.
Not Disneyland.
Not Disneyland.
Did you know it started in Japan, and then they put a new one in Florida and California?
And Machio was not Hercules.
Man, it's always like someone should make a compilation video of all the parodies that they've done, like Commando, Barnold, Jason, Disneyland. Like they should just make Dead or Dead. Dead or Dead.
Fist of the North Star.
Fist of the North Star. Muscle King. Hey man, they got him into cosplay though. Props to him. Props to Machio, man. Hey, see, it's pretty much how it takes. All it takes is just one time, and then you're in it. You're hooked.
Yeah, and it worked on him. He's like, I'm pretty much into cosplay now, thanks to that convention.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I heard they were doing this at the park, and I wanted to come dress up as not Hercules. That was funny when oh god, what I can't. Soryun? Is that when Hibiki's asked her, well, you could just look at his pecs at the gym. Why'd you have to come here to do that? And she got all like serious, talking like, oh well, it gets boring at the gym, and can't see him in leather like that.
Oh man, she just went on a monologue like I just did, explaining why Kirisu Sensei is off limits. She just did that and justifying why you gotta look at Machio's pecs in the wild, not at the gym. And I'm like, alright girl, do your thing. I'm like, you're all right.
And in the leather. Don't forget the leather.
God damn. Oh,
because, I mean, the teacher wasn't even going to go. She won the tickets.
Yeah.
And she gave them to her.
Yeah.
Because she asked for them.
Yes.
And then she goes, I'm going to invite Machio.
Yes.
And then she bought a ticket to follow them.
Yes. And cosplay.
And cosplay as a high school girl. Because
Yeah.
they were having a special for people dressed up as high school girls or something like that. So her and the other teacher were there dressed up as high school
And
girls.
I'm going to be honest with you, it broke my heart when that poor teacher turns the corner and drops her ice cream. I'm like, dude, that ice cream was like $8, bro. I was at Disneyland in January. I know how expensive that should be out there. That was not a cheap ice cream, and it just plopped on the floor, and I'm like, oh. My heart goes out to her.
I can't even remember the name of that other teacher.
The one that got drunk on New Year's.
Yeah, that one, but I can't remember her name.
Me neither. That teacher.
Yeah. The not scary one.
Yeah, damn, the not demon snake one.
With her purple eyes.
Oh man, that shit was... That was some freaky shit. I liked it. I was all like, it was a confused boner for sure, but it was pretty rad. And she's the married one with the kids, and she's the most scary one. And she can lift, too.
Yeah, she's apparently very strong.
So,
she might have just scared her boyfriend into marrying her. Who knows?
Right? But, you know.
Whatever gets it done, right?
Yeah. I wonder if she'll come back, though, for the last episode.
I wouldn't doubt it. Get all the characters in there.
Get one last hurrah before the show's over.
Yeah. And then this last week we had the New Year's episode where they went to the Muscle Shrine.
Yeah. And did you know that Machio's family owns the shrine too?
Yeah. Who would have thought Machio's family owned a muscle shrine? And he's the priest. Well, you almost fell over, cat. What the heck?
My cat was all like, y'all talking about muscles?
We certainly are.
So cat wanted to get in on it too.
With Machio and his fellowship.
So the way that Machio displayed all the numbers for the raffle just by ripping off various parts of his suit.
Yeah, by flexing.
Did you know that even by flexing, that it's a form of exercise? Even the technique of flexing, that's an exercise.
Yeah. Just do it for 7 seconds. I think it was 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know flexing. There's nothing for me to flex, so. I look like, might be dating me a bit, but it looked like Popeye when he tries to flex without eating spinach, and his muscle just kind of caves in.
Jeez.
But yeah, they tried to go to the park and do isometric exercising,
And then the neighborhood moms all got bad. Well, let me remember, because now you see. So, see right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the start. It's the start. You know.
Yeah.
So it takes a minute, but it all comes out. You know.
Yeah, but you have to be exercising to do that.
Told you, man. Going to the gym. Fuck this anime. It's one thing to watch the show, and you're like, ha ha ha! Look at Machio. He's so funny. Oh man, those girls, they sure look cute. Oh, moe kawaii desu ne. And then you go to the gym, and you're like, fuck all of them. All 7 of them. Fuck them. This gym shit is. Oh my god. So I'm over here kind of pose flexing for Roman because my arms just now are starting to get something going on here. I'm all like, I said it was the beginning of my Iskandar coming out. God, I love Iskandar. But I've been at this ever since my birthday, and that was May 31st. So I literally signed up for the gym on May 31st, and I've been going since June 1st. And it's a sacrifice, you know. And again, you see the anime, you're like, oh man, look at this. And then Hibiki even gained her gut back, and then loses it again by Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's like, this anime just makes it seem like it's so easy. Oh, look, so just and then at the end where they're actually doing the exercise, and they're like, try to do it during the commercial breaks, and I'm like, fuck off. It's like, no, man. Every time I go to the gym, that's about like 2 hours, minimum 2 hours.
I remember during one of my episodes, in the comments, someone asked me, "Have you ever thought about doing a set of push-ups every time Machio flexes?"
Oh man.
And I was like, I would, but I want to die. Cause
Man.
he's always flexing. I would be non-stop push-ups. I wouldn't even be able to watch the episode.
You'd just be on the floor. Your face would be down.
Yeah.
Oh, so this was like on your live reaction?
Yeah, my reaction in the comments. Someone asked me if I started doing push-ups every time Macho flexes.
You would have to make that like 2 parts. Like you would have to do the live reaction, and then like as a bonus scene, you would have to like do like you doing the push-up, and then like like flex and flex and flex, and then there's Roman doing the push-up. So it would have to be like a post reaction video. But you would have to edit the shit out of that too, though.
Yeah.
Because you would have to separate all of the flexings, and then you could just do, like, whatever, You can even have a counter just like, bing, 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 and every time there's Roman doing the push-up. So it's possible.
Then everybody'd see what I meant by how much I sweat.
About how much of a wet back you have?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It'd be crazy. Especially if I'm wearing gray.
I'm literally wearing a gray sleeveless muscle shirt.
I swear to God, sometimes it looks like I jumped in a pool.
Oh, jeez.
That's how bad it is.
So when you want to go to the gym... and like I said too, I'm eternally grateful that I did start going. I am feeling it. Like I said, everyone they shower me with compliments to the point that I get embarrassed and like feel awkward as fuck. And so I'm eternally grateful for all of that. But I'll be damned if it ain't a sacrifice, man. And also all the food that you love and you just kiss it goodbye. Because if you love it and it tastes good, it's probably bad for you. And it's probably why you're in the gym right now. Sad truth.
Probably, yeah.
Sad, unfortunate truth. So, I hate you, Dumbbell. Fuck off, Macho. By the way, I love your muscle king.
I was a little disappointed in myself because my cousin actually participated in a bodybuilding competition on Saturday. And I thought about it like the night before, but I didn't have time or a printer to do it. I was going to make a poster of Machio and just bring it with me.
Oh man, no, it would have to have been when he's the muscle god. The god of muscles. When he's all just got the smiling and the big glow behind him. That's the poster you should have made.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Thankfully my cousin did win though. He won.
He won?
He won.
He is the muscle god.
Yeah, he won the
God damn.
physique. Yeah.
Props to him.
See if I can find the photo for it. Because he's got it on Facebook.
Okay. Well, while Roman is looking that up, I'll fill in the time just by saying once again, it was awkward timing. The anime started right before after I started going to the gym, and damn, oh yeah, he deserves that, dude. He's got like an 8-pack. His ribs have a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is his 3rd time participating. The last 2 times he got robbed.
Well, he got justice this time. 3rd time's the charm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Last time, an Olympia winner actually contacted him after and said, "Dude, you got robbed in that. You should have won."
Wow. Wow. Damn, I don't even want to think about that, man. About how the training and focus. Damn.
It kills him. He's all, because I want to eat.
Bro! Fuck! Go and see, I'm telling you, one of the best things in the world is being vindicated, right? And it's the worst. It's really the fucking worst, dude. You change everything. You change your lifestyle. You change your diet. Before we started recording this podcast, I actually was watching the most recent episode of Dumbbell because I'm spending as soon as I get off work, I gotta go to the gym. I can't watch my shows now. I have to whatever. And then I get back from the gym and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch some anime. I get it on my couch. And I'm like, I don't want to watch anime.
I want to sleep.
They're like, oh yeah, don't eat dinner too late, and I'm all like, bitch, I get home at 7 at night. It's like, what else can I eat? And I don't eat anything from like my lunch hour, which is about 12 o'clock. So it's like from 12 to about 7 or 8 o'clock sometimes. When can I eat? I'll just go to bed and starving. Okay, all right.
Tell you though, as soon as his competition was over, we all went to La Piñata.
Yeah, that's what's up. There you go. Fuck that. Get some Mexican. You earned it.
Yeah.
Bitch, he's the muscle god. He earned a fucking taco, okay? Fuck it, 2 tacos. Put sour cream on it.
Yep.
Damn. Well, I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for you guys. Damn, he looks like he fucking put in a hell of a lot of work, man.
He does. Months in advance he starts preparing.
Jesus. Damn, dude. I'm over here just trying to make it through the end of this year. Like, damn.
I think he's got another show in LA. I won't be able to go to that one, but he'll most likely be posting on Facebook.
Nice. And here comes the cat again. He's all like, I want to flex too. So, well, damn. Oh, man.
But yeah, I was like, I should have brought a poster of Machio. And put like Cytoflexo. He actually does that too during the competition.
Remind me again, did you say you were there?
I was there. Yeah.
You were there.
I was there. I took the day off. So
how bad was... Did you want to just yell that out?
I did.
You did. I can imagine. So we're going to talk about this when we get to Demon Slayer. But there was a GIF, and I don't know if I sent it to you, but where Mitsuri, during the meeting with all the other captains or whatever, the Hashira. Remember when she's trying to muffle her laughter and she's like, don't laugh? I'm like, that was fucking you. Holding in side flex.
Yeah.
You're just trying to hold it in and not yell it out. You're just like, don't say it.
Side chesto.
Side chesto.
Yeah. Because they were doing a pose off.
Yeah.
And the announcers are like telling them what poses to do, and they said side chest. And I was like, man, I just want to yell it out so bad.
Side chesto. It's a good thing you did it. He might have blown off like everyone's clothes.
I told him, there's an anime I want you to watch afterward to tell me how accurate it is.
Damn.
I was like, it's all about exercise.
That should be a special bonus episode. It should literally be, I watch Dumbbell with an actual bodybuilder. Like, bodybuilder reacts. Yeah. There you go. Bodybuilder reacts to Dumbbell. And you can even start it by explaining who he is. Just be like, yo, I'm a winner, and maybe put up a post and be like, so this is an established dude. This is his credentials. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And today he's going to watch an episode of Dumbbell.
I might haven't watched if that's the case, I might haven't watched the one with the actual
competition.
There
you go. Let's go. Let's go. You can even record yourself actually breaking it down to him. Just be like, so this is an anime about bodybuilding and weightlifting and going to the gym. Just get his reaction as you explain to him what you're about to watch.
Yeah.
And then just go and hit him. Hit him with it and see what he says.
Yeah,
that'd be fantastic. I think that would be great. That'd be fantastic. Bodybuilder reacts to Dumbbell. Because I don't think that's happened yet. I've
seen personal trainers watch it.
Personal trainers? Okay.
Yeah, but not bodybuilders.
Okay.
Personal trainers.
Okay.
There's at least 4 videos of personal trainers watching it.
Okay. Because I've seen Doctor reacts to, like, Cells at Work.
Yeah.
I've seen Legal Eagle reacts to Ace Attorney.
Yep.
Those are the 2 big ones.
Yeah.
that are off the top of my head. I've never seen, like, chefs react to Shokugeki no Soma, for instance.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I would. I'd give anything to see Ramsey watch that. Gordon Ramsay.
Fuck this anime. There's no duck sauce. But yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Roman has a mission. Roman has homework.
I do.
So.
And it ends. It's got two more weeks, isn't it?
They said that there was going to be 1 episode left on this one. I think, right? They said that
2.
2.
They said the one this week and then the last episode. Because with this episode, they were like, find out next episode and the last episode.
Oh, okay.
So we got 2 episodes left. So it ends next week.
Nice. All right. Excellent. Oh, man. Well, I'm looking forward to your project. Just throwing stuff at you now.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's about it for Dumbbell.
All right. Well, It's exciting times now. Sad chesto. All righty then. God, so from that high of Dumbbell, let's go to Mom Online.
Oh, yeah. Mom Online.
So I'm going to put Roman on the spot and say that he actually messaged me saying that this current story arc is a lot better than what we just got through.
Yes, I do enjoy this one a lot better than the Booby Dragon.
God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna disturb you and actually say after we had that in-depth conversation about boob dragons, they actually turned around and made Rule 34 out of Medi Dragon.
Did they?
Yes. In her dragon form.
Wow.
I'm like, there's no limits to depravity, man. They do whatever they want. The internet will just go crazy, man. I'm
over here like that was a bit much, and other people are like, that's not enough.
like, hold my sake.
Yeah.
Jesus. And I this was on Pixiv, mind you, and I'm just like, I can't with you guys. Can't. But I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, one of the things that kind of escalated in the last 2 episodes from the end of Medi Dragon was Medi herself. That chick is sadistic, man. And, she got a mean streak to her.
I guess this goes with what I say about I like kind of the weird ones, because
Yeah.
I kind of like Medi.
Oh my god. She's cool.
She's funny. I thought it was.
Wow.
I thought it was funny when they ran into that the girl that got all of the kids in the dungeon.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, your butt's never gonna look the same again. You're gonna hate your body." And
Dude, yeah, no, dude, she straight body shamed the hell out of her. She made her cry. Jesus Christ, girl.
I thought that was funny. I thought that was great.
Damn, we're gonna have to bring her mom back to put her in place. Like, calm down. Damn.
And it's not just limited to bad guys.
Just to everybody. Her and Wise now, apparently. Jesus.
Yeah. Although she doesn't like make fun of Wise. She's just like, get out of my way.
Yeah.
I'm taking the spotlight here.
Yeah. God damn it.
Like when Mamako beat all those monsters, she just started kicking that rock.
Yeah, she's beating the rock. Like, god damn.
She's like, I don't want to blame Mamako, but nobody's gonna love me if she keeps killing everything.
God damn. Dude, I'm like, what happened? I was like, she's so adorable. Like, oh, and I was like, no, this bitch is sadistic. Jesus.
Yeah, I like Medi.
God damn it, you
So
boy.
that goes with my my whole. I like the weird ones, the ones that are not like conventional.
She ain't weird. This bitch crazy, man.
So masochists, a little crazy. I like them. I guess they're my thing. And tsunderes.
Medi is a sadist. All right, she likes seeing other people get hurt.
Well, I'll go with it.
Oh my god.
Because so far I've enjoyed her in both of these episodes.
My goodness.
Oh, I thought it was funny in this last. Did you watch the last?
Oh yeah, I'm
one?
caught up. Yeah.
Where that mom came up to her and goes, "Hey, Medi, I heard you're a doctor. My knees have been hurting." She goes, "I recommend glycosamine." Like, just get away from me. Like, I'm not wasting any of my magic on you. Get away from me.
My god. I so they're past the parts that I read in the light novel.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't see this coming.
No? You didn't see Medi
I
becoming a sadist?
No.
Also, I kind of like the new girl, too. The bad guy.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote bad guy. I like her, too. She's funny, too.
She blew herself up. She's such a capable villain.
She keeps falling down the stairs. And she keeps telling him her whole plan. She's like, I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to send an assassin to your house.
And she brought a rubber ducky to the bed.
She did.
See, Roman wasn't laughing like this 2 weeks ago. Well,
No.
actually, 2 weeks
I was
ago...
kind of laughing this way about how weird Medi Dragon was.
Well, I mean, talk about a 180. You went from, like, I can't stand the dragon to, I love Medi. Medi's my favorite.
I mean, the whole, cutesy thing is fine, but that any character can do that.
I agree with Wise. Don't be such a bitch when you're that beautiful. Just like, I agree with Wise. Wise is so underappreciated.
No, I like Wise too. I like them all, actually.
Even Porta.
I do like Porta. She's underrated. She's great. Not in a waifu kind of way, but in she's a great character. She does her thing. She's like supports everybody. She gets them their potions when they need it. She gets them their mana potions. She's crafting things. She's the one that discovered it was a bomb in the house.
Yep.
It's like, I just appraised this thing and it's a bomb. And then Mom is all like, oh, head pats. And it just dies down. You
mean Mommy?
Yeah. Mommy. That's the only thing that bothers me about the show.
You know, after like
everything else is fine.
What are we on, like episode 10 or 11 now? I think that after all these episodes and just reviewing it, that's definitely intentional. And I believe, like, I'm watching it on Crunchyroll. So whoever's doing the subtitles on Crunchyroll, I put it on them. They're the ones who translate it to mommy. Because you could just write it as let mom handle it.
Yeah.
And, you know, when she says Okasan, too, you just translate it into mom.
Yeah.
So mother sounds way too formal for what she's doing. But
yeah, I don't think I'd believe her if she said mother. Like,
but at the same time, I think that the reason why they opted to do that is because they're really, really drilling that it's kind of almost like a gentle troll on Masato, that she's calling herself mommy.
Oh, she should stop.
It's still her little boy, man.
It is, but he's not little. She's like... She's not letting him grow at all. Like, even in the game. She doesn't let him beat anything.
Well, she doesn't know.
She destroys everything.
She doesn't know.
He's not gaining any level. They're not gaining any level.
She doesn't know.
None of them. And that's his fault, too, because he's not telling her.
Yeah.
He should at least tell her, look, let us beat something. We're super weak over here. We're still like level 1 because you won't let us kill anything.
Which is not completely the case because his sword is apparently super OP.
It can be. Like, it's gotten better than the first episode.
Yeah.
But
Momoko does kill everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, as soon as... Like, he had to try to sneak killing those monsters in the 2 episodes ago.
The one that triggered Medi.
Yeah, and then she noticed that, oh, monsters. Okay, kill. And then she's like, does this happen every fight? Yeah. Excuse me. I gotta go kick this rock over here.
I gotta go be a Mondo bitch real quick. I'll be right back. AFK.
Yeah, I don't know. I like her.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
What, her being that way?
Her being a Mondo bitch. Like, jeez. Like mother, like daughter.
Guess so, yeah.
But yeah. So, Toho Sniper, he's an FGO personality. He does a video where he uses Mama Raiko in FGO to beat a challenge quest that just ended last week for the most recent event. And he calls the video, "Do you love your mom and her 7-hit Noble Phantasm attack?" And at the end of the video, when he's like doing his outro, he actually uses the ending of Okaasan Online.
Wow.
I was like, I love it. I was like, I love this. I love this so much. Because Kayano Ai actually sings the ending. So I think that that's really, in character, really adorable, really, really cutesy and all of that.
Right.
And again, it just kind of shows her range, because I want to remind you that's La Latina, man. That's darkness.
Yeah.
But here she is. She's the most precious, innocent mom of all time. Mommy of all time.
I mean, how innocent can you be when somebody is telling you, okay, I'm on the bed, now do your thing, and she pulls the covers on him.
And she patted him to sleep.
Patted him to sleep. He's like, wait, this isn't what I had in mind? Sleep. Okay, I'll go to sleep.
And he repented his evil ways.
He did.
He was no longer a villain ever again.
See, I had no issue with that. Whatsoever. It's just a mommy thing, that's it. She could... I would not complain if she patted me to sleep.
I think that, I'm kind of agreeing with you that this arc in general is kind of like going back to what it was when it first kind of started. Yeah. This is the whole like mommy being an overblown mommy to the extreme, and that's just kind of like how can she fit being an overbearing mommy into this scenario? Oh, there she goes. Okay, and that was kind of like the gimmick. That was kind of the funny of the show. And then for the Medi arc, it just kind of like lost it. And then now it's kind of regaining it again. And then it's going to end.
Yeah, and then it's going to end. What, 2 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this was episode 10.
Mm-hmm.
I have to remember that this one is like an episode behind all the other shows that are like 12 or 13 episodes. So, yeah. 2 more episodes for this. And I'm wondering how they're going to wrap it up in 2 episodes.
Yeah, because it's like... Are they going to drag out the villain with the sore butt? This chick with the butt? Are they going to drag it? By the way, I appreciate that they went shopping at Costco.
Yeah.
I was like, that's It's amazing.
It was practically a Costco.
An MMORPG Costco.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, I mean, won't that put out all the other independent like item, weapon, and armor shops in the city, in the town? Won't it put them all out of business?
I don't think so. I mean, I shopped at Costco before, and there were still better sales at some other stores. Costco is good if you want to buy a lot of bulk items.
Correct.
But if you're just trying to buy a single item, you can get better deals elsewhere.
Correct.
Like, they sell TVs and laptops. I'm sure you can get a better deal at like a different store for that.
Fair enough.
But if you're looking for like a 56 pack of toilet paper, then they're the place to go.
Say no more, fam.
Yeah. I got to renew my my membership at Costco, actually.
We were just there. There was a lot less people in armor than in Okaasan Online, but we still managed to do some work.
You know what I think I like about the villain? Is that she kind of looks like an Oni from Urusei Yatsura.
Okay.
With her little...
horns, the hair horns.
Hair horns.
Yeah.
And her tiger stripe arm cover thingies and her leg thingies.
It's probably intentional.
Kind of does remind me of an Oni from that. So kind of like Lum almost.
Yeah, fair enough.
Only not as clumsy. Although Lum's not as clumsy.
No,
and she'll zap you if you badmouth her. Yeah. Many would never have gotten away with that if it was Lum. But yeah, I think that's one of the reasons I like her, because she kind of reminds me of that.
So Medi Dragon not doing it for you, but put your villain to look like an Oni, you're in.
From Urusei Yatsura.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Fair enough.
Like a deal. And just have her get picked on by Medi.
She's such a bitch! I'm starting to be like, okay, but she ain't cute no more.
It's even better now. I mean,
oh my god. Oh no. She got a mean streak to her.
Are we going to have to change this to Please Don't Bully Me, Medi-senpai?
Yes!
Or something?
It's probably going to be the spin-off. the Medi manga. Oh man.
But, yeah, they got the... Oh man. The assassin was like a door-to-door salesman.
Yes. And the bomb sounds like a baby crying.
A baby crying. And she nearly bought it. What was his pitch?
It'll help out with your son or something?
Yeah, it'll help your son will really like it or something like that. And it's okay. And
she busts out the wallet.
Yeah. It's like, that was it? That's all it took? I knew, I did know, though, at the end of the previous episode when Wise came in like, Mama goes in trouble, she might lose. I was like, it's not going to be a fight. It's going to be something dumb, like they're playing cards or something. And then it turned out to be a door-to-door salesman. Like, she's going to lose her money because he's going to sell her a bomb.
And what ends up happening, she tucks in one of the generic villain guys from Fist of the North Star. Yeah.
Tucks him in. And the two guys that were with him.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be that easy to tuck us in. And they're fast asleep right next to him.
Fantastic.
She did look good in that maid outfit, though.
We have to ban mommy from wearing cosplay.
Yeah. All the girls were like, I wanted to see her in the maid outfit. Oh, that's too bad. You're not going to see it. I don't want to see it.
What a dick. What a mom.
I mean, I get where he's coming from. No guy wants to see his mom and that kind of thing.
Remember when I had this conversation with you about Tejina-senpai? It's like, we don't sympathize with Assistant Kun because we're not, in his situation, dealing with it day after day. It's kind of the same boat. It's like, you only say that, Mama Okasan, please date me, because you're not living it every day. Yeah.
I'd still date her. But I'd probably go for Medi first.
I can't
she just wants everybody to love her. So.
I can't with this guy. This guy is all like, so you're a medic, right? You're a healer? Yes. Step on me. Like, damn, God damn.
This is the Please Bully Me, Medi-senpai.
God damn.
That's the spinoff. Please Bully Me.
Wow.
I made a joke like that on the FGO server for our Discord.
Really?
With Ishtar. I was like, please bully me, Ishtar-sama.
She will for the right price.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Just 20% of the of Gilgamesh's treasury. But yeah, Medi's great.
I'll stick with Mamako. Mamako may be wise.
But like I said, I like them all. There's not really one that I don't dislike. You know, that I dislike. None of them. I dislike none of them.
Yep. Fair enough.
But Medi's moved her way up pretty high.
In just like 2 episodes.
In just 2 episodes.
Ugh.
Like I said, any one of the girls could be the cutesy, hang on the hero kind of guy, kind of girl.
Right.
But then she's got that sadistic side to her that just makes it so much better.
Oh, God.
So, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Because like I said, we're going to wait until the last couple episodes. Wrap this up.
Hopefully they at least make it in the dungeon. I know right now all the moms are having wives take them to their house so they can close their windows.
Oh, yeah, all the moms and their issues.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's like, oh, I left the futons out. Can you teleport me back? No. We gotta go in this dungeon, please. Don't you want your son back or your kid back? It's like, but there's been reports of a robber in the city next to us, or like the neighborhood next to us. Well, I guess you're just gonna get robbed.
And Wise is over there drowned in mana potions. Like,
yeah.
Poor Wise.
Not Medi, though. She was smart. She recommended some
God
actual
damn it.
medicine.
Such a bitch!
I recommend glucosamine.
My God.
And she had a get away from me look on her. Anyway. So that's it for Okasan. Otherwise, I'm going to keep talking about Medi.
We'll say that, you know what? You can go to your Medi rant on the last episode. I'll give you all the time in the world to talk about how great Medi is. My God. Medi #1 fan right here. Jeez. Oh, man. All right. We're moving on to Detective Waver.
Waver, who is back. Not in bed anymore. Not injured.
Okay, so... Oh, man, where can I begin? So, couple things going on. First off, let's talk on the voice actor front. So, Gray's voice actress is the same name as Shinobu's... The little girl that's working with Shinobu. You know, the other one with the butterfly? The one that's too fast with teacups?
The one that doesn't talk.
The one that... Well, she did talk. Like, when she debuted, she talked.
Internal dialogue, but...
Well, yeah, no, she spoke to Tanjiro, too. Where she was all like, shut the fuck up and stop moving, and then she drop kicked him.
But she didn't say anything.
I thought she did. I thought she said, stop moving.
She just kicked him.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm tripping balls. So that's Gray's voice actress. Same voice actress.
Okay.
And so we have that, and obviously Shinobu as the amazing Hayami Saori. And it was so funny because Tanjiro is just like, you always sound angry or you smell angry. And I was like, it's Hayami Saori. She is always angry. Even when she's fucking being moe and adorable, she's always fucking angry. That's just how she is. That's literally how Hayami Saori is. When she's happy, still she's angry.
What else has she been in? Like, what characters?
Martha. St. Martha in FGO.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And one of the things I loved in the summer was just treating her like the gangster she is. Every time the option was talk to her like a gangster, I would talk to her like a gangster. Also, Ushiwaka, she did Ushiwaka.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Kakegurui.
She's kind of angry.
Yeah, Kakegurui, where she was all sadistic. Do you know that the Tanya movie is now on Crunchyroll, right?
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll have to watch that. I did do the show.
She did Visha, the Tanya's partner.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her.
The good character.
She was alright. She was good. No, she's not Tanya, but Tanya is obviously Tanya. But that's who Hayami Sawari does. She just does these characters, and it's like they're always like ones that you can, when you imagine them, they kind of sound like they're speaking through gritted teeth. Like they're just holding back their true emotions, but if they given the chance, they would honestly just take your head off. That's kind of like Hayami Sawari and what she does.
Okay.
Yeah. And so when she's Shinobu, I was like, okay. But other than that, it was, we got introduced to all the Hashiras. I became a Mitsuri fan like overnight. Now my whole timeline is all Mitsuri.
I thought we were doing Waiver.
We are doing Waiver, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping me on track. Holy shit. I'm already jumping the gun. I'm on Demon Slayer now. Fuck my life.
Because you started talking about Gray.
Yeah, because Demon Slayer was like one of the last shows that I saw for doing research for this episode.
Right.
So I apologize. Let's get back to it. We'll get to Shinobu and all that.
It was like, okay, so Gray is the girl from Demon Slayer, and that's all we're doing for Waiver. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Waiver. I love Waiver to death. I love the show. I'm having so much fun with the show. I'm sad that it's ending. I'm already ready for Babylonia. I finally saw Babylonia episode 0, and I'm like, all right, let's go. And
I'm ready. I just finished it on FGO.
They debuted the ending. The ending is going to be done by Air Aoi. I believe they were the ones that did the ending for Fate Zero.
Oh, were they?
I think so. I think that's what the relevance is that Lisa did the opening, and then Air Aoi did the ending. But I know that Air Aoi has been doing Fate works from it. I think they might have also done Heaven's Feel. Or maybe they only did Heaven's Feel. But I just know that Air Aoi is tied with Fate because they've done songs for Fate previously. So it's not a big revelation or anything.
Right.
But yeah, I'm kind of like, all right. And not to say that I don't want Detective Waiver to come back. I do want it to come back. But everything just feels so grand in Detective Waiver. Like everything is just like this big, giant loop to get to the why done it. His favorite line.
Yep.
But again, I love the cheesecake in this show. Like, I tagged Roman in a screenshot of Luvia because Luvia's best girl. Fuck off, Ren Tosaka. Tosakas are monkeys. They're all a bunch of gorillas and they're broke. They're poor. Ha ha ha. Edefeld for life. Hashtag Team Edefeld. Oh man! Oh, and in my JP account, I keep telling myself, I want to roll for Luvia, but I'm like, nope, don't do it. I want to roll for Luvia. Luvia's the best.
She's okay, I guess.
She's like, oh yeah, I'll help you. It's good to have the El-Melloi in my back pocket, and I was like, I love this woman. Oh, she is elegance. She is grace. She will put you in a fucking grapple hole to your face. So, and then she ends with her fucking ripped ass back muscles. I'm all like, because a true lady knows how to do wrestling. A true lady knows how to wrestle. That's the wisdom of the Edefelts. Luvia's the best. Also, I did throw up a bit in my mouth when Gray was looking at a reflection in the pool of water and saw Artoria. Why would you do that to yourself, girl? You're better than that. You're the evolved, upgraded, better, alternative to Artoria, man. You better than that. Don't trip, girl. So, and then when Gray was snowboarding on Ad, and then you just see Daisuke Ono just bitch and moan and all of that, and I'm like, oh, Ono, you're so funny. Yeah, Jotaro has some range on his voice. Normally, because he was also kind of like Jotaro when he was in Cells at Work, and now he's just kind of like the shit-talking uber weapon here in Detective Waiver. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I'm liking it. I'm liking that. And I also, it was kind of funny that they opened, I believe, the second to the last episode, so not the most recent episode, but last week's episode, with Kaneth. He was the guy from Fate Zero who was Waver's teacher and DR Mood's master in Zero. Yeah. And he apparently has a fan base. People unironically like him. I can't for the life of me.
Telling me about that.
I can't for the life of me get it. He's the 5th most requested character in FGO.
Who's the top 4?
Well, number 1 is definitely Muramasa. That's basically Shiro.
Shiro.
So we don't have any incarnation of Shiro. We have Rin, we have Luvia, we have multiple Sakura. We even have Taiga. We have no Shiro.
Taiga. Is that Jaguar Warrior?
Jaguar Man, yeah. Jaguar Warrior.
Okay.
Jaguar Man. So we even have Taiga, and we have no Shiro. So
I don't think we're missing out.
I agree. I think Heavens felt. I'm still thinking Edelfelt. Heavens Feel Shiro is definitely probably the best one, but yeah. So in Shimosa, which is actually coming out after the Halloween rerun event, you meet Muramasa, who is literally the blacksmith. He also does the whole spirit summoning thing that happened with Ishtar and Rin and all of them. Mm-hmm. And he inhabits Shiro's body and becomes Muramasa, which also is how Shiro can make things just trace on and makes things with his magecraft. That's also kind of like what Muramasa does. Muramasa is a weapon maker, bladesmith, weaponsmith. So that's kind of why it had, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a connection.
Okay.
So, yeah. I forgot who's the other ones, though. I just know that those were the ones that stood out the most. Oh, Bazette. Bazette, they really want Bazette.
Who's that?
She was another one of the, mage hunter assassin people, I believe. Kind of like Kiritsugu was.
Oh,
she was yeah.
The one that was, okay.
She's the one that has, short red hair.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Bazette, they really want Bazette. Yeah. I mean, because it's always who do you want? And it's Tsukihime. They always want Arkurade. And it's those are the two always at the top of the list. It's always Muramasa, and Arkurade. And it's who knows what they're doing with Tsukihime? Well, They did a little thing with Kara no Kyokai for a minute because I guess it was the anniversary. So they did kind of a collab thing with that. But I don't think they really are interested in any of their older properties that badly. I think they really want to focus on Fate and milk Fate and take it into different directions, which they can. And that's what Detective Waver has shown us, that they can just branch out and they can even do a show not centered around the Holy Grail War and still find success. It is the most popular show for its time slot, and it was at least 5th on the list, that the last list Roman showed me of animes for the week. So it's definitely popular, and I like it. I like the murder mystery. I like the aspects. I'm kind of iffy that for newcomers it's not the most accessible show, because it really plays off you having seen previous Fates, if not even Fate, Natsu-verse series. When they actually mentioned the Mystic Eyes of Death Perception, I was that's literally Ryogi Shiki. Yeah. That's literally Kara no Kyokai. That's actually literally the name of her special ability. Her special ability is Mystic Eyes of Death Perception, which increases death chance, because her Noble Phantasm can instant death. So,
yeah. You're talking FGO.
FGO, yeah.
Okay.
So, but Shiki comes from Kara no Kyokai, so, which, to my knowledge, was one of the first mentions of Mystic Eyes. So, but even Medusa, they say that her stone glaze is also a form of Mystic Eyes too. But I'm just I wouldn't really say that that's Mystic Eyes. That's literally her mythology, though. She turned bitches to stone.
Yeah.
So it's not a magecraft or anything. It's just something she has no control over. It's just her. It's literally her. If she's gonna turn you to stone, she'll just turn you to stone. So
I guess in this, that's not the case.
No, in this one, it's more at her choice, at her will. If you saw Heaven's Feel, for instance, when she did it on Shiro, she actually removed the blind cloth and then she did it. As well as if you watch kind of the spin-off shows like Emiya Gohan, she never wears the mask. She always has her eyeglasses on, unless the eyeglasses are Cyclops visor or glasses where it blocks her stone vision. I have not played Ataraxia, so I can't say for sure what's going on, but yeah. Maybe unless those eyeglasses block stone vision. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah. So, and I actually respect Shishigo as well, and his goddamn American Ford truck driving through England. This motherfucker right here. Remember, Shishigo is Japanese. Alright? His name is literally Kairi Shishigo. He's Japanese, but he American as fuck. He has a sawed-off, he has a fucking Ford pickup, he has a fucking mullet.
Wears leather.
Yeah! I'm like, oh my god.
It's practically the Terminator.
Yeah, right? For reals. And maybe that is what they went for. And on top of that, what does he do? What does he want? He wants to bring his child back, bring his family back. If he wins the Holy Grail, that's his wish, is to bring his family back. Why? Because he wants to protect his family, protect the child, protect his son. What was oh god,
Barnold?
No, yeah, Barnold. What was his name? Connor. In Terminator. The kid's name, Connor.
Oh god.
Oh, whatever. But yeah, it's basically I can see the comparisons. So, you know, that's also why he was all like, Mordred just wants to be treated like a son. Okay, I think I can treat Mordred like a son. And really, just let Mordred do whatever she wanted, so sure.
Just do what you want.
Yeah. Just don't get killed. So, but yeah, so like I said, Shishigo's been growing on me. He didn't really do a whole lot for me in Apocrypha, but here in Detective Waver, everything goes in Detective Waver. And yeah. And I am curious too. So I actually saw a meme from the last episode where Iskandar was made in flames. And so they screenshotted that, and then they quoted Mufasa from when Mufasa was talking to Simba through the clouds. Yeah, exactly. Waver, remember who you are. I was dying. I was like, Iskandar's the best. That's my goal. When I grow up, I want to be Iskandar.
Gonna have to get yourself a horse.
The horse of horses, yes.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh, man. Yeah. But at the same time, too, I said this on a previous episode, that I wanted Waver to grow out of that. And
going towards that.
Yeah, you can kind of see him doing it. So that pleases me. That makes me happy.
It seems like he has a reason besides just seeing Iskander and wanting to go into the war, the Holy Grail War again. Yeah, well, he definitely wants to show Iskander that he's become better. Right.
And I think that this is also why he's doing all of these cases. Well, the big reason is to pay his debt off, but...
Well, yeah, he practically owes, what, $100 billion?
Yeah, pretty much. Keeps jacking up that price.
Yeah. And his friend is just happy to do it.
God, that fucker.
Is it going to be an interesting story?
Yo, but that dude's a fucking bard, though, man. He powers up the party with his violin. Goddamn bard powers, man. But yeah, that guy, that's the guy that ruined his life by paying for his trip to Japan. That guy. You know what's funny, too, is I always got to remind myself about the locations of some of these things, because it's so hard to get lost. It's like, oh yeah, Waver takes place in England, but Fate takes place in Japan. And it's always in Japan. And I actually appreciated the Animosphere actually making the map that shows the global ley lines that actually converge into Japan. So at least, thank you. Because it was like, of all places, why not fucking Hogwarts? Wouldn't it make sense there? There's so many magicians at Hogwarts. Why are you going all the way to Japan from fucking England? Now I get it, because all the ley lines converge in there. That's where the most concentration of magical energy that would make a summoning process like the Holy Grail Ward possible happens there. Thank you. We just had to bring in the OC from FGO to explain it. By the way, she dead. So it's like... Oh my!
Attached to her.
Yeah, don't get too attached to her.
Oh, spoiler, by the way.
Someone did that too. Where they actually did the comparisons where they were like, "Oh yeah, Olga Marie was abandoned," and then they actually showed her from the FGO OVA, where she's just like, "I was always alone. Never, they just left me. I never got to achieve anything." And I'm like, "Oh dear God, this girl." Oh God. And it's like there's no. It's like there's no love and mercy for Olga Marie, and like no love and mercy for Romani. Those are like the two always get shit on club members.
I don't know why. Dude keeps them going.
Well, you just got out of Babylonia, so you'll learn. You'll learn real fast. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then on top of that, they start mentioning the Greater Grail War, and I was like, motherfucker. So, the Greater Grail War, that was Fate Apocrypha. That's when literally it was 7-on-7. And it was all like, oh, well, this is an alternate timeline. This doesn't take place. And it's like, yes, it did. It literally did. They said that this fucker actually had it. This fool actually had the Greater Grail. Like, that was the whole start of the war. Was that someone had it, they came and stole it, and then they got 7 mages to go and get it back. They waged a Holy Grail war to get the Greater Grail back. That's also how they were able to do a Holy Grail war outside of Fuyuki, Japan. Was because they had the power of the Greater Grail. This is all the shit that's come to me now upon watching Detective Waver.
Like, just all the connections.
Yeah, why done it? But, again, all the Fate nerds are all making all these, like, mental gymnastics on why it's like, oh, it's a separate universe and all that, and yet you keep having all these elements from all the different Nasuverse converge in Detective Waver, and it's all like, nah. It's all the same. Yeah, it's all intertwined. It's all intertwined.
Universe. It's the same thing.
So there's a big spoiler that I want to say, but I can't say because you haven't gotten there yet. But and it relates to the Fuyuki Holy Grail War.
Is that an FGO?
Yes.
So it's going to happen after Solomon?
Yes.
During the Solomon or after?
During Solomon, yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you know when I finish Solomon.
Okay. But yeah. For now, though, I mean, I love Detective Waver. I love Rinez. I love Gray. Rinez is she's kind of a little shit, but at the same time, she's adorable. She's just like she's like master businesswoman over there. And then, of course, all the Luvia. Like I said, all the Luvia cheesecake. That works for me. It's the best of Ojou-sama. I saw you anger react. You anger reacted to my Luvia photo. What's up with that?
She's the worst part.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying that. Wow. Just because you're so... But no. I don't know her enough. They're not really giving me a whole lot.
Right. Because they're assuming that you've seen Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah, and I haven't. Yeah. Not yet, anyway.
Or at least Magical Ilya. There's a lot of Luvia in that, too. She's a big part in Magical Ilya.
The only thing I've seen for that is that meme where her and Ren are laughing at that person in this.
Oh, laughing at Chloe?
Yeah. That's the only thing I've seen of her in that.
Yeah. It's good stuff, man. God, and we're about to end, man. And what's funny is that we keep talking about FGO, and by next month it really will be FGO.
Yeah, it will be. Literally, FGO. Babylonia.
You know, but we got to remember, though, when we switch over from Waver to Babylonia, you have to keep it in context of the anime. You can't go too far ahead. Because even though it's just an anime adaptation of what's already gone on in the video game, yeah, you got it for people that haven't played the game.
How many episodes is it going to be?
24.
So they're doing 24? Okay.
They have to. That can't be a 12-episode show, man.
Yeah,
did you see how long that is?
That's why I was wondering. I was like,
dude!
Like, some of those, like one little, not even like section, just one little piece of that section was like 30 minutes.
Yep.
And I'm like, what? Like, not even like the fight, just the story portion of it was like 30 minutes.
I want to say that some of those were all story. Like, there was one chapter was like all story. Every arrow was all story.
Yeah. They had sections in there that were like no battles.
Yeah.
Just story.
It's just story. So, yeah. But yeah, no, Detective Waver though. I love it. I think it's great. I would love to see the characters actually make it into other shows. It makes me want to roll Rinez for sure once we get there in FGO USA. So I'm definitely going to welcome her and Luvia, of course.
Yeah, when do they show up?
Oh man, in like 2 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. One of the events that we get in November is actually going to be a Fate Apocrypha event because it coincided with the release of the anime. Mm-hmm. So that'll be coming in. It won't be like there is an actual Fate Apocrypha event. That's when Achilles gets debuted. But this is kind of more like a special craft essence and like some just generic battles with Apocrypha characters.
That's it? So you don't get any servants? Or,
no.
Like none of the ones that are in the game?
Well, they are. They're like Mordred is on Raid Up. Frankenstein is on Raid Up. Amakusa is on Raid Up. And that's going to be in November. So, yeah.
So the Apocrypha characters will be Raid Up?
The Apocrypha characters will, yeah.
Okay.
But again, it's nothing like with a story. The actual Fate Apocrypha event will have a story.
Okay.
And that's when Achilles will come out.
Okay.
But yeah. For now, though, yeah. I'm digging it. I'm liking it. I'm going to be a little sad, though, that, it's going to be ending. But I like Detective Waver, the CSI guy.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, though,
Also, it seems like I was right about the Policies girl.
Snake?
Yeah. Seems like she did it.
She was always kind of suspicious.
Yeah.
So. And then didn't they say, too, that I was like, oh, wait, there was no way she could have done it. Oh, wait, no, she actually did do it. Did I miss that? Didn't they say that, there was a way that she couldn't do it? But
I don't remember.
I'm going to be real with you. Watch it be that she's doing a spirit possession like with Ishtar, where it's actually the spirit going into her body, and that's how the servant appears.
Maybe.
That's always been my conspiracy theory. Because that's a thing now.
But I'm also like, she was with Olga Marie on the train while Gray was in the cave with the servant.
Projections.
So, I don't know.
Projections. Because when you honestly look at the servant,
she does look similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be. We'll find out next week, I guess.
It's all insider info that you would get if you've played FGO. There never was a thing. Servant possession was never a thing until FGO happened.
With Ishtar?
Well, the first one technically was Waver.
Oh,
well, even before Waver, technically it was Moshu.
Yeah.
But then with Waver, they put Waver in the game because he has Zhuge Liang in him. But we don't really even think about it. I still call him Waver. I don't even care. Still, I'm like
I think
his.
Everybody calls him Waver because every time I see something dealing with that servant, it's Waver, never his servant name. Everybody knows him as Waver.
I thought you were referring to the anime where everyone calls him Lord El-Melloi. Lord El-Melloi Nisei. But yeah. No, he's Waver. He's Waver. Waver in our hearts, Waver in our minds.
Yeah.
Forever Waver.
Definitely.
So, he loves him some PlayStation and cigars. God bless him. Madoka bless him. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be a little sad when this ends because it's wrapping up. But at the same time, I am ready for Babylonia. So, I recommend that if anyone is listening to this, watch it. Watch it before Babylonia. Don't watch it after. Watch it before. Because you're going to learn a lot. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
I apologize again for starting on Demon Slayer. I lost my track there. But now let's actually talk about Demon Slayer.
Yeah, it's actually Demon Slayer time.
Well, it's when I start thinking about Fate, I think about Ufotable, and then Ufotable, Demon Slayer, and yeah.
And as you were mentioning, Gray's VAs and Demon Slayer.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of Fate characters in Demon Slayer.
It makes sense if the production company is the same.
Even the character of Tanjiro, he plays the main character of Fate Apocrypha. Or at least Sieg, if you want to call him the main character. Yeah, that's him. Same voice.
Okay.
Same guy. Yeah. But, yeah, what can I really say? We got introduced to the Hashira. They're more defined now.
Yeah.
Our three guys are all in rehabilitation. I have
two of them are seriously not enjoying it.
Well, Zenitsu. I hate you guys. Stop making me, associate with Zenitsu. He's like, how is this awful? I get to be touched by girls and touch girls in exchange. I'm like, this motherfucker right here. He was so butthurt, and then he found out what it's all about, and he's just like, I love it! Oh, I can't stop! And then he stopped.
Yeah. It was super funny when he punched Inosuke.
Yeah!
With his stubby arm.
Yeah! Oh, my God. Yeah, I can't recall that I've ever seen this much comedy come out of Ufotable, you know? Normally when they, like I said, I'm more familiar with their stuff as Fate.
Yeah.
And Kara no Kyokai, and those are pretty
serious,
more or less serious for the most part. So watching them do like full on comedy, like I like I said, I don't know if I shared the gif of Mitsuri's like laughing or holding her laugh in, but yeah, they made a gif on that. It's available on Facebook.
Nice.
And so I was like, oh my God, this is actually a gif. It's amazing. I love Mitsuri. She came out of the anime, and I was just like, boom, that's it right there. That's best girl. So. But yeah, it's finally ratcheting up, and it was kind of like, you know, again, that's all I feel most of these Shonen Jump shows always get, is it's not until you meet like the extended cast that really the show really gets kind of going, because I guess it gets kind of tiring to always watch the main character like win and fight and win and fight and win, and it's like, So sometimes you do got to break it up, especially in these extended shows.
Yeah.
So you definitely got to get more characters in there, and you know, we've seen Zenitsu fight, which was great.
Yep.
We've seen Inosuke get beat and beat and beat. So eventually, his redemption arc is going to come.
Yeah.
So looking forward to when he just goes like fucking Berserker Barrage, Weapon X just goes and fucking tears a dude apart. Manga readers, don't spoil it. So
yes, please don't.
You know, hey, if I'm not going to spoil Babylonia, don't spoil Demon Slayer. And that's a joke too, because I did spoil myself about Shinobu, because I was curious. I was like, what happened? Oh. So, yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
I don't know. It's hard to tell in this world.
Yeah.
It's Shonen Jump too, so anything is possible. Never say never. Remember, we thought Aizen was gone. Aizen came back, you know? We thought Frieza was dead, and Frieza came back. With his dad.
Well, I mean, that's Dragon Ball, though. Everybody comes back, usually.
So, never say never, man. Remember, they're not dead. They just need to breathe more.
So, okay, that's a spoiler right there.
I will neither confirm nor deny. I plead the fifth. But I do like Shinobu. I can see why Shinobu became a lot of people's favorite girls. She's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you see Zenitsu's monologue about how amazing Shinobu is, and then you see Tanjiro, he's just like, yeah, you smell mad. Why are you so angry? And then she actually
breaks it down.
Yeah, explains, has that heartfelt moment on what happened, and just kind of like, oh, there's a lot of that. I hate Onis, they killed my family. They're kind of dicks.
I mean, that's their job.
Yeah.
That's how they eat.
Yeah. Oni gonna Oni. But, you know, I want to know more about the other girl, though. The one actually played by Gray. I want to know what's her story. Because it's like, there's a reason.
Well, I mean, we're getting into that this week. Because that's the name of the episode.
Excellent.
Just her name.
Excellent. So, flashback. And it's almost done, too, huh? Like, two more episodes, huh?
What was this, episode 24?
I think so.
Yeah, 2 more episodes.
Man. This one's going to end on a cliffhanger, and I think I'm going to be pissed. I think that this is definitely going to be rough.
If you end this on a cliffhanger and don't announce a second season, you're dead to me.
Yeah, Demon Slayer is slayed.
Yeah. If you make me wait 4 years...
No, they're not. This is way too hot right now. Demon Slayer is way too hot to make you wait that long. You might have to wait until January. I could see that happening.
No, look at what happened with Attack on Titan. That was super, super big at the time, and they waited like 3 or so years before they even brought out the second season. That's
what I'm saying, is that's their dumbass fault, and no one cares. So, they're not gonna... I don't think they're gonna do that with this. I don't think so. I think that... And especially with someone like Ufotable, who, you know, is so money hungry, I don't really see them as delaying it. I think that they're going to keep it going. They don't want to mess it up. But like you said, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't feel like it. I don't feel like this is the case for this one. I think that they're going to keep it going. You just might have to wait a season.
I can wait a season. That's fine.
Yeah.
Or two. As long as it's within a year.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to keep you waiting too long. But, yeah. Yeah, and then you kind of... the dude that shot the rocks out at Tanjiro to make him shut the fuck up, I actually kind of like that guy. I had a feeling that guy was going to be doing something, because he was just kind of like, whatever, man. Whether you live or die or choke on it, I really don't care.
Yeah.
And then he's just like flicks rocks at him like, you're annoying. Shut up. So I'm kind of liking him. I'm kind of digging him right now. And so is Mitsuri. So if Mitsuri likes him, we're on to something.
Who?
The dude, the quiet dude.
That's his name?
Yes, the quiet dude.
Okay. No, like Mitsuri.
Mitsuri is the other chick, the love Hashida.
Ah.
The with the green hair. Green and pink hair.
I still don't know all their names.
Yeah,
so.
me neither. I just know the main ones. I know Shinobu and Mitsuri. Because Mitsuri came out and she was so freaky. But now she's great. She's pretty honest, and I think that's one of the most endearing traits that I like about her. And yes, we all know, she got a boob window. Okay, all right. But
that one makes it better.
But besides the blatant fan service, again, like I said, she's pretty honest, and I think that's what I appreciate the most. Even though I know she's just like, I love it, and that's fine. But when something's weird or something's off, she also is kind of like, she says something. So we'll see what she can do. I'm interested to see how the fight style of love happens, but we'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see. And they all got acceptance now, so. They've all been told not to be fucked with, so that's good. And then Shinobu, who's like the kind big sister, took them all into the house. So
yep,
we'll see.
For secret training, she calls it rehabilitation training, but really she's training them.
It's Hayami Saori. She's sadistic. She loves playing sadistic characters.
She's training them without training them, because technically she's not doing anything. Her little helpers are doing all of it.
Hey man, but she has like speed of sound, like teleportation, man.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So and I think that's one of the things about it is that from the Hashira, because it's too early, we can only really go off what they've said and how they look, and that's kind of how we're forming our early judgments.
Opinions.
Yeah, is on looks and what they've said, not what they've done per se. Even though they have all had confirmed kills of the lower 12, right? The lower 12?
It's just
the 12. The 12, yeah.
Yeah.
So they all have confirmed kills in that regard. So someone died from love,
or they retired.
No, it's true. So
we don't know yet.
We don't.
We know Urokodaki retired.
Yes.
And Zenitsu's master retired.
Yes. And apparently they're going to go farm new recruits now because they keep getting wusses.
Yeah, people who suck.
I mean, it's kind of true though. They're not wrong. Look at the mountain.
Practically everybody died except for that one guy.
Yeah.
And the people that turned into spiders just because they were spiders.
Yeah. Whatever happened to those guys? Did they say what happened?
I think they brought them back and are curing them.
Okay.
Because they showed Shinobu with 3 of the spiders.
Yeah. That was the screenshot that I made.
Yeah. So,
but I wasn't sure if she just killed them or if she brought them back or if there was treatment for them.
I think there was treatment.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, is that when you put it like that, to say that anyone dies, like, in terms of a main character that's not an Oni or a demon, I would never say anyone really dies in this show.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens if somebody actually dies.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a breathing of resurrection technique. CPR technique!
CPR.
Defies death. But yeah, and in general too, I guess it's because these last 2 episodes have all been kind of exposition and no action. It's also kind of like I'm finding it kind of hard to find talking points now. It's like we just got introduced to like 10 more characters and I can't really tell you anything about them. They tried to instigate against Nezuko, and Nezuko's like, no, fuck off. So props to Nezuko.
A couple of them did. or I should say didn't.
Yeah.
Because there was really only a couple that didn't. The Love Hashira didn't. She was like, I'll do whatever you want, master. And the flamboyant dude was just like, just give me proof. And that she's not going to kill anybody, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
He would have killed her, but if you're going to go on about how she's not going to kill anybody, just give me proof. Yeah, we're cool. Everybody else was like, nah, we got to kill her.
Did you see that part where Shinobu goes to Tanjiro and says the human body is made up of 70% water and Mama is thirsty?
You didn't see my response to that?
No.
You laughed at it, though.
What was it? Remind me.
I'll give her all the water she wants.
Ah. Roman about to go full Homade on here. Are you lost? Like, okay. It's fresh when it's, or it's damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? It's purified when it's fresh. Awful. Awful.
Look like a mummy afterwards. Oh my god. That's how drained I'll be.
Anyways. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of all I can really talk about. Like I said, we don't really have a whole lot. And again, just like every other show we've talked about, it's wrapping up. So it's really like, okay, what are you going to do in your last couple episodes? What are you going to do between now and the end of the season for our next podcast, essentially?
Well, I'm assuming Tanjiro is going to master the full concentration breathing. Like 24 hours.
Okay, and then what is that going to let him do?
Well, you saw how the other girl is. Why she's so quick and everything is because she does it like all day.
Okay.
It's nonstop.
Okay.
Even while she's asleep.
Okay.
So she's constantly like in a heightened state, pretty much.
Okay. Interesting.
But Tanjiro can't do it because his lungs aren't powerful. That's why he was constantly like collapsing, like, my lungs are too weak. And that's why the little girls came over saying, you gotta blow into this gourd and make it explode. Like,
by the way, that little girl, she's on this one. Boom!
Yeah. Like, no. Really? Like, he was having a hard time thinking about just making the little one explode. I don't even think we've seen him explode any of them yet.
No. But we know he has control over fire.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Fire and water. Now he just needs air.
God damn it. Hashira Bender.
Yeah. You know, with all of the different breathing techniques, he could make his own Captain Planet.
Oh my god.
Earth, fire, water, wind, heart.
If anybody listening to this knows what Captain Planet is, comment down below. Tell Roman what your favorite Captain Planet episode was. God damn it.
Well, yeah, I mean, even heart, because you got the love Hashira.
Yeah, yep, I was waiting for you to say that.
You got them all. You'd make a Captain Planet with all of the different ones.
Captain Planet was strong because he mastered his breathing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But, yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think so. Again, we'll stay tuned. Hopefully it ends on a bang. I'm looking forward to it. And I have been seeing more and more people talking about cosplaying it, so it's getting up there.
Yeah.
It's getting popular. So
I think the next time we do an episode will be when everything is done.
yes.
So we'll be able to talk about the season finales.
And yeah, what Tanjiro has done with his breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, alrighty then. Yeah, so like I said, that just about does it for the anime portion.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, yeah, again, this is normally where we would talk about some form of video game or whatnot, but FGO is still in between events. They announced that later this week will be the Halloween rerun from last year, so Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That's where you can get Brave, Ellie, Saber, Elizabeth.
That starts this month, doesn't it?
This week.
This
Thursday,
week?
I believe. Thursday,
okay.
You can also get Cleopatra, if you're interested.
Ooh, nice.
But then
another assassin. So.
Yeah, and it's going to run this week until the 2nd.
Of next month?
So, yeah, like about 2 weeks.
Nice.
Not too long, but just right. But I'm looking forward to Shimosa, which should start at the end of this rerun, and that's going to be the next story chapter. So, yeah, you've got about 2 weeks.
Cool.
But I don't know if you're going to do the event, so...
I'll probably do the event.
Here, the thing about it, what's funny about Epic of Remnants, like, stories, you don't need to complete them in order.
No?
Yeah, because they're irrelevant to the main story, so you can just pick one. If you wanted to do Musashi because you love Musashi, do her story, boom, you can just pick it and go. Or if you want to do, like, Agartha, you can just, boom, do Agartha. Or if you want to do, like, Shinjuku, skip Agartha, and go to Shimosa, you can do that. Because, yeah, they're all opened, so...
During that time?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, they're coming out in order right now, but if you wanted to, you could just wait, and you could, even in, like, December when Salem comes out, if you want to do Salem, you could just do Salem. So, yeah, you don't need to do them in order. Obviously, there's a story flow to it by doing them in order, but in the overarching Fate Grand Order story, it doesn't matter. So,
I'll probably do them in order.
Might as well.
Yeah.
More quartz.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's we're just waiting for things to happen. Even on FGO JP, I believe, at the same time that our Halloween rerun starts, they're getting their version of Nero Fest, which is now going to be Gil Fest, because
Gilgamesh.
Yeah, Gilgamesh takes over basically. So he did it last year. So for the 4th year of Nero Fest, Gilgamesh takes over, and this one is actually going to be a sequel. So this is still Gilfest, but it's the sequel to last year's Gilfest. Just like how Nero Fest was the sequel. So
Does he claim that he started the whole thing, or
no?
That
But
like
he did.
would...
He does save it. He claims he saved it. Yeah,
he
saved it. So now it's better because it's Gil.
Is it pretty much the same thing, just with Gil
instead
of Nero?
Yeah, pretty much. It's literally the same thing. It's set of events. It's a slot machine. The last one took place in New York. That was the gimmick. Because it's Gilgamesh, he can do whatever he wants. So he made it take place in New York. That's why we did that Wall Street cosplay.
Okay. So
that's a craft essence. That Cleopatra and Caesar.
Yeah. That's from that?
That's from that.
Okay.
So that was from Battle in New York.
So what is this one going to be?
I don't know. They haven't said.
Okay.
They just, and as a matter of fact, they didn't call it Gilfest until this year, so who knows what the plot is.
So last time it was still...
It was still... well, last year it wasn't called anything. It was called Battle in New York. That was literally the name of the event, was Battle in New York.
Okay.
And then so someone memed it because there's a Spider-Man game called Battle for New York. So, for the DS, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah. So, like I said, we're in between events, and even then, there's not even a story. It's like Nero Fest or Gil Fest. It's literally just farming. So again, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. My recommendation is farm. Complete the event, complete the Halloween rerun, get some items. I mean, I'm in it because I want the materials and the EXP cards for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. If you have your craft essences from last year, bust them out again because they still work. Yeah. Did you get Elizabeth Brave last year?
No, I wasn't playing last year.
You weren't playing? Okay, so this is going to be your opportunity to get her then. Yeah. This works for you. Yeah. So there's nothing really to talk about. I think that by the time we come back for the next podcast, they should be announcing Shimosa. So we should get the banner and the release date because it'll be wrapping up with the Halloween rerun. So they should be advertising it. But then again, it could also be like, if it comes out on Thursday, they could start advertising it on like Tuesday. Okay. And we would typically record on Mondays. So
yeah.
But anywho, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So a lot to look forward to.
Hopefully. In terms of FGO, hopefully.
Yeah.
Again, the big focus, I believe, it sounds like, is going to be the anime. Not to say that the game is going to like just be dropped off the planet, but the anime seems to be like what they're really pushing. I mean, even the FGO Facebook official page was pushing the anime. So, because I think that starts on like the 2nd,
5th,
the 5th.
The 5th.
There you go. So yeah,
I think is that a Saturday?
Probably. Saturday is usually like prime time.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah.
Cool.
So. That episode 0, I can't believe that they actually put Lost Belt references.
Oh, did they?
I'm gonna be a dick to Roman right now and slightly spoil it. So, those guys, you saw episode 0, right?
Yep.
those guys that were in the room with Mashu, the guys that apparently, I think I completely missed this, but apparently they ray shifted right before the explosion. Those guys are lost belt.
Okay.
I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that because Roman is probably confused. He's like, what the shit is a lost belt? I'm not going to say anything else. Just know that at New Year's, everything will be explained. And that's why I couldn't believe that they did that, knowing that they were going to bring the Babylonian anime as a dual release for America and Japan. And they gave us episode 0, which shows us guys that are not even going to be relevant until next year. So that's about 3.5 months from now, and they do that. So now people like Roman are gonna be like, who are those guys and what's Masha doing with them? And me, I'm like, yeah.
Well, I know they in the game they've mentioned how he's saved her during the explosion, so that's about all they've mentioned, really. Nothing else.
We'll leave it at that. I honestly don't know how Roman feels about spoilers, and I don't know who's listening to this who's just like, spoilers! Click, change the video, or close the browser window. Yeah. Yeah. So, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Yeah, my last bit of news is this week we saw a couple of game launches like Borderlands 3, the expansion for Monster Hunter, but what most caught my eye was River City Girls. And I am not going to give a full review because I haven't finished playing it, but I did play it for almost like 3 hours on Friday night with a friend, and the game is fucking great. I was quite unsuspecting. It's published by ArcSys, so right there, ArcSys, you already know is quality. But it's developed by Way Forward, and they did like Contra 4, they've done Shantae. They do the Shantae games. That's them. And now they did this one, and it's pretty much a throwback to literally how it was on the NES. As a matter of fact, I swear that the map layout is like the same. It's like the same way it was on the NES version. It's just obviously updated graphics and whatnot. But there's just like the cutscenes are told in manga. It's fully voiced. It's just the whole premise is ridiculous. The two characters are actually completely like their own characters. It's not like replicas of the other. It's like Kyoko is like super cutesy, just a pure cinnamon bun, too pure for this world. And then the other one is super like just tom girl fight, like want to fight punk, you know, just like that. But you know, at the same time, they meet like one of the girls in the school, and she's like, you know, high class and all of that, and she's like, oh my god, you don't know what that is? And they're like, we're too poor to know. And the fucking was it the tom girl, the tomboy, she's just all like, I found this shirt. Like the shirt she's wearing, she's just like, I found it. We're too poor. I'm like, oh my god. And then it's like when you pause the game and it brings up your inventory screen, and it's actually smartphones, and Kyoko's smartphone has like a teddy bear case holder, and then the other girl's, because you know she's a tom girl and she fights and all that, her fucking phone is a normal phone with the screen being cracked. And it's like so many little touches, little nudges. It's you would never suspect it. They brought in, I don't know, you know Ego Raptor? You remember like the Awesome series?
I've heard you talk about him.
He so they brought in him from Two Best Friends, and him and the other guy. I don't watch Two Best Friends. I'm sorry. I just know Ego Raptor. They apparently voice the Double Dragons because the Double Dragons are in the game. And so Ego Raptor does the voice of Jimmy Lee. So I've only encountered Jimmy Lee as the master of the dojo, where you go and you get money in the game and you buy more moves. And so Jimmy Lee is one of the shop vendors basically who sells you stuff. There's oh man, I'm gonna show Roman later. But there's like when you go to all the different stores, the shopkeepers are always like, "Hey, how you doing? Buy something." You know, it's like literally spoken dialogue where they're just talking shit the whole time. It's good, and the gameplay is fast, you know. So, real quick, time for a Taisho secret. I love beat 'em ups. Like in terms of like my favorite genres, I think JRPG is probably my number one genre. But tied for second place is like fighting games and beat 'em ups. Like I just that's why I'm all about Muso. Like I love Muso games. Like unironically, it's all like, oh god, Persona's getting a Muso game. I'm on it. I'll probably get collector's edition. And so, you know, and same thing with like fighting games. That's why I'm always like going to EVO and participating in gaming halls to run tournaments and bringing my equipment, because it's just something that I just kind of grew up with. You know, I just started playing Super Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo, and now here I am. But, you know, when I was, even before that, on like the NES, we always rented like Double Dragon and of course Battletoads. And then I played River City Ransom on someone else's house, but it wasn't until I got to an emulator that I sat down and played it on my own. And it was great, you know. I played on emulator all the arcade Double Dragon games. And yeah, you know, I just, like I said, now it evolved into Muso games and Devil May Cry, obviously, and Bayonetta. But yeah, I've always just had a spot for beat 'em ups. So them kind of bringing back that old formula and bringing it to life with so much color and vibrancy and personality, it's great, you know. And it's one of those things too. And I hate to do this, but I want to point this out. In the grand scheme of where society is today, this is proof positive that you can make a weeb themed game with females as your main characters, and it's fucking great. Why? Because it's not obsessed over the fact that they're girls. It's obsessed over the fact that they're capable. You know? It's just a good fucking game. And it just doesn't matter about anything else. Like, it wouldn't matter if they were fucking aliens. The fact that it's a good game is what makes it great. And it's called River City Girls, but don't let that turn you off. It's a great game. It's fucking fun. My disappointment is that it's not online. It doesn't have online. And I was going to tweet at them and see if it might come as a patch later on, because I don't want to play it by myself. I want to play it with someone else. But, yeah. And it's like one of Kyoko's special moves, I think you unlock it at level 7, is literally she dabs on him. So, it's fantastic. It's literally fantastic. And, I also bought Symphony of the Night because PSN is doing a sale right now on Japanese-based games for Tokyo Game Show. And so Symphony of the Night was $10. And, you know, that's my favorite game of all time. So I got Symphony of the Night and River City Girls. And, yeah, I've just been playing Symphony of the Night because I don't want to play River City Girls by myself. But you don't need to be me. Go get it. It's great. It's fantastic. Dab on him. Kyoko is best girl. And then even the boss fights are absurd. Like, the one of the dudes, he got betrayed by the main dude from the first game, from the original River City Ransom, because he talked to a girl that he was interested in, and so he became super emo and started studying the dark arts to get revenge on the main dude from the original River City Ransom. And now he just spends all day on the rooftop of a building looking over the whole city being emo. And the tomboy is just like, are you going to exposition? Don't fucking exposition. Don't do a flashback. And so then they do the flashback. Yeah. Yeah. It's great. And that's all I got. Go get it.
Cool.
Go play it. Maybe I'll play with Roman. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll work something out and we'll do a playthrough or something. Yeah, we might talk. But yeah.
I do have a PS camera. PlayStation camera.
Amazing. But yeah, that's all that I got. I'm done.
Cool. I don't have any games to talk about.
Alright, so then let's wrap it up and get out of here then.
I need to get back into gaming.
It's like I said, man, being that macho life just takes all your time. It's really rough. But I mean, it's fine, man. You sometimes feel better about yourself, but yeah, it's a commitment. It's a commitment.
Yeah.
To become macho. So
I don't need to be macho. Jason's good enough.
Good answer. Good answer. That's literally Roman being Medi right there. Yeah, I want to be macho. Then he goes all dark. It's like, Jason's better. God damn it, what a bitch. Alright, let's get out of here.
Alright.
We'll see you in next time, and we'll be wrapping up the season then.
Yeah, next time should be
About 2 weeks.
the 30th. Everything will be over by then.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll be doing summer?
Yeah.
The summer season
Summer.
wrap-up.
All right.
And basically give our thoughts on what we thought of this season.
Cool.
What our favorite shows were, what we didn't like about what was airing, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
look forward to that.
Yeah.
It should be a much better discussion for some of these shows.
Yeah, some of them were just, like I said, kind of like in a holding pattern until the...
Yeah, because
till
we're
the end,
kind of
but-
waiting to see what happens with the last 2 episodes or the last episode.
Yeah, but that's all good. Sometimes we need some exposition to build up for the end, so...
Yeah, you're just on a cliffhanger right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so we'll see you next time,
All right, you guys, take it easy.
and good night.
Later.